Hi guys, James here. Welcome to Tibaldi Goes Modelworks, and we have an inbox review for you here today. And we have Tamiya's 1/35 scale SD-KFZ 222 Lecter Sparwagen 4x4, or otherwise known as My Little Tank. Yes, this was the little tank that was in the UK sitcom Hello Hello. So it's driven by Lieutenant Gruber and his faithful driver, Hans. So obviously, and the Resistance borrowed it on occasion. It's called My Little Tank. So yeah, I thought I'd get it. Comes with PE and aluminium gun barrel. 2003 date. Though take that with a pinch of salt. I think the original kit's again 1974. Again, this is sealed. I bought it off Amazon. Let's open her up there. Oops. There we go. And let's have a look. And you look in the box. There we go. Plonk it in down there. So we've got quite a few sprues. So we've got fuel barrels and jerry cans. In that one. We'll have a look at those, better look at those later. Got two sprues in that one. Two sprues there. Put those in there. And yep, German decals, the usual. Again, that's the PE and the barrel. Again, two halves of the My Little Tank. Sorry, I keep thinking that one. No date on that. It's got a number. It's got numbers on there. So, but yeah, cool. And let's pull out the instructions, and we'll have a look at seeing how it goes together. So effectively, this is like a ferret. So now we've got stage one, building up the chassis frames, putting the bumper on, putting the door, putting the drive shaft in. That's all one piece, that one. Fairly straightforward. Again, you could just got to make sure she's level. But I put on a bump plate, put on the lower sides of the wishbones, spare wheel. Then you've got to build up the wheels. Again, no glue in the centre bit because it does move. It moves and it floats a bit. So, as I found out with the oh god, what's it called? GPA. So you get out and the rock out of the any inconsistencies if you don't build the chassis straight. Building up the wheels. Obviously the steering mechanism, because it's got steering on both ends to make it very manoeuvrable. Building up the gun. So building up the seats for the gun. Again, a lot of familiar pieces there. Putting in a machine gun. So correction, this had a crew of 3 by the looks of it, I think. Again, fitting the gun mount. Building up the upper half of the half of the armoured car. The upper hull, sorry. Putting all the doors so you can have them open or closed, I think. So all the bits are nicely described in here. It's cool. And then putting on the mud guards, putting on some stowage boxes on this side, putting on lots and lots of detail here, putting on your width marker there, your jack, some jerry cans, again making up some PE there. So if it's nickel silver, it's not a problem. Then putting on the last few tools, putting the grenade launchers on the front, and putting that on there. Again, you can put your figure. It doesn't look anything like Lieutenant Gruber. And then you've got all the various jerry cans and fuel tanks assembled there. So you can do one here as the 1st Company 4th Motorcycle Battalion 24th Panzer Division in Russia in August 42. Obviously it's got notes there, so cut decal 12 to fit round part A29 and apply 6 and 7 as you wish. So yeah, not many decals, tyre pressures there. Obviously that one is German grey version. This one is a 1st Company 10th Motorcycle Battalion 10th Panzer Division in Tunisia. Obviously it's got Dunkelgelb and dark grey camouflage. Really? Oh cool, that's different. So all the squiggles are dark grey. Now that one will be different to do. Again, not a lot of decals on this one either. Number plates and what's it. And C, 1st Company 3rd Reconnaissance Battalion 5th Light Division North Africa 1941. So yeah, we won't mention about the decals here because YouTube might get a bit sensitive about it. And then yeah, oh yes, yeah. So yes, we won't look at the decals then because we'll get into trouble. So that's the decals done. Let's pop the sprues out in no particular order. I did promise you obviously this is the Z sprue. Again, this is the new parts that they say in scale mates come with it. Again, nicely dented fuel tanks. One of them's open, so you can put your pump and your tap in it. Obviously, you can put them closed with the covers on there. You've got the spanner to open the hole. You've got your jerry cans there, so you can knock yourself out with those. You can use this on other pieces of armour if you like, to add up the bits of the build up your stowage and all that. So yeah, that's cool, pretty cool. And let's just pull out. Ooh. So we've got sprue A. Again, you can tell it's a bit old because it's by the way it's printed. All the bits to the gun there, so they've got obviously you've got the option of the machine gun there, the seats. They're actually quite nice. They haven't got ejector pin. Well, there are some ejector pins on the back. Spare wheel there. 1975. There we go. That's the A. Again, this is still part of the A sprue. Figure here. Looks fairly softly moulded. A little bit of, tiny bit of flash, but that can be forgiven. It's a 1975 kit. The jerry cans for the sides, bits of the turret, mud guards, smoke dischargers and lights. There. Actually, the figure doesn't look too bad. Just needs a little bit of clean up. And again, we've looked at this before, but this is the lower hull. That's all the detail on the lower hull. So you've got your engine and that, and then you put the chassis rails in there and hope the hell it is straight. Obviously, top half of the, oh no, you've got to get it the right way around. Can't get the staff. Yeah, so it's rear engined, this one. Rear wheel drive, a rear engine and 4-wheel drive. Cool. Nicely fits together there. You've got to take your time with the little sprue tabs and clean it up. Something nice. That's the B sprue. I'm assuming that's the B sprue because there's no number given on it. And then this is the last sprues. So come on, I think by the looks of it, you could assume it was in a larger box when it first came out. Make sure there's no yes. Yes, so the B sprue with the wheels They do go together well. Again, width markers there. Again, jet pins on the back. You have to deal with them if you have the doors open. So not really an issue here. Obviously, lovely clasps on the supply lockers, mud guards, and wheels. That's cool, and the jack there. Yes, it does two. This one does two. It does the 223, and that one says 1975, and that's the C sprue. Put that back in the box. And finally, the C sprue. Obviously, your bits for your rope, your exhausts, and your chassis rails, and all your one unit to put it into place. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Does exactly what it says on the tin. Yes, you can get aftermarket for the kit. You can get a lot of aftermarket for the kit, I believe. But yeah, looks like a fun build for me. So that's a quick inbox review of Tamiya's SD-KFZ or Sonderkraftzug 222 in 1/35 scale. So thanks for watching. Bye for now. And don't forget to like and subscribe.